Next morning, I left Nurse Alice Leonard with the sheriff to begin the long job of trying to pick a killer's picture out of the gallery. Then I headed for Huntsville. I wasn't in the visiting room 5 minutes when Nixon was brought in. A brutal-looking little man who shuffled forward and sat across the table from me, waiting for me to talk. My name's Pearson, Nixon. Ranger Pearson.
What do you want, a medal for remembering your name?
I want some answers.
And if I don't give them to you, you'll have me arrested, huh?
You remember Dr. Hartley, Nixon?
Yeah, I remember him. Look around. Ain't this good reason to remember him?
He didn't put you here. You put yourself here.
Hartley put me here. Oh, but don't you worry a head about me, Ranger. I'll make out. Yeah, you worry about Hartley.
Hartley's dead, Nixon.
You mean that?
He's dead. Shot to death. Something funny, Nixon?
Sure. Don't you get it? He put me in here, now he's dead, but I'm still alive. Ooh, you cops, you're all so smart, ain't you? Sure, you got me, but you never got the money. And best of all, Hartley is dead.
You're in the right place, Nixon.
So that's why you're here, huh? Maybe I killed him, huh? Sure, I'll confess. I just walked through the walls, knocked him off, and flew back like a bird.
Phone call for you, Ranger. You can take it in the office.
All right, guard. Thanks.
You through with Nixon?
Yeah, you can have him.
This way.
Hey, Ranger, arrest me. I killed him.
In there, Ranger.
Thanks. Hello?
Sheriff McGill, Jace. How you making out?
Cold trail, Sheriff. Nixon's no help. How'd you come out?
Nurse picked out a picture, Jace. Swears it's him. Fella named Lou Crowder.
You run a make on him?
I sure did. He did the last 2 years in Huntsville. Released a week ago.
Beginning to fit, Sheriff. Any more on that car?
I was just coming to that. They found it about 100 miles from here. Abandoned in some brush just outside of Crest City.
I want to see that car, Sheriff. Tell him to hold it where it is. As soon as I talk to the warden, I'm heading for Crest City. Want to meet me there?
Sure thing, Jace. Meet you at the hotel.
Never can tell what's coming, Sheriff. That cold trail's all warmed up again. I had my talk with the warden and then met the sheriff in Crest City. As we headed for the spot where the abandoned car had been found, I kept thinking of Doc's wife and her 3 small kids. I was getting closer to a killer, and I liked it.
No, I don't know, Jason. No matter how I figure it, there's always a couple of loose ends.
Well, then try this, Sheriff. Al Nixon is due in life for a payroll robbery, and he's convinced it's Doc Hartley's fault. Now, that payroll was never found because Nixon hid it someplace before they got him.
Yeah, I follow that far, Jason.
In Huntsville with Nixon was Lou Crowder. Now, Nixon knew he wasn't ever going to get to use that money, so suppose he made a deal with Crowder. Crowder could have it if he killed Doc Hartley.
But what was to stop Crowder from just digging up the money and not killing the doc?
Well, Nixon's too smart for that, Sheriff. Probably set it up so he'd let Crowder know where the money is after he was sure of Doc's death.
It figures all right. But how would he let Crowder know?
By letter, Sheriff. The warden told me Nixon's already written Crowder 3 times.
What good would that do? All mail coming out of Huntsville is censored, Jase.
I know, but the 2 men had plenty of time to rig a code when they were together in the pen.
Then a letter could be the answer.
That's right. Hey, the highway patrol car up ahead must be where the car is.
Yeah. Yeah, this is it.
Howdy.
Howdy, fellas. There's a car, Jase, just behind this brush. Jase, even if your figuring's right, what do you reckon this car is going to tell us?
Just one thing, Sheriff. That's it.
I don't get it, Jase.
You will. Look, would Crowder want to hang around a town he'd killed a man in?
No, reckon not.
But if he's expecting a letter from Nixon, he's got a light someplace to get it.
What are you driving at?
Put this together. This car's still in running order. Crowder didn't have to leave it. That makes Crest City a pretty good bet for the place the letter's going to be picked up.
But what if Crowder's already picked the letter up?
It's not likely. Nixon didn't even know about the kill until I told him today. He'd want to be sure before he paid off.
What if Nixon double-crosses Crowder? Suppose he don't send a letter telling where the money is.
He'll send it, Sheriff. I got a good look at Nixon's face when I told him Doc was dead. He'll send it. Back in Crest City, the postmaster agreed to notify us the minute he got any letter postmarked Huntsville without giving it out. The very next day, the letter was there. A man had come in for it, but was told it hadn't arrived. The postmaster noticed the man was driving a car with a horse trailer attached. I got my horse trailer, and we set the trap in the post office the next morning.
That's Crowder, all right, Jace. He got the letter. Shall we take him?
No. Hold it, Sheriff.
What's the matter?
I don't want to take a chance. He's probably armed. Some of these people may get hurt.
Well, what are you going to do?
Give him a lead and tail him. All right, let's move up the front door and see where he goes.
I've been expecting that catalog, if you want.
He just got in that car, Jace.
Yeah.
The one with the trailer.
He's pulling out. Come on.
You reckon he'll head straight for that money?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. He's not pulling that horse trailer for nothing.
He must be heading someplace he can't use a car.
It's all right with me. We'll get him, Sheriff. Wherever he goes, we'll get him. For almost 3 hours, we trailed Crowder by car, never getting too near him, just pinpointing him. When the country got rough, he left his car and switched to the horse he'd been pulling. So did we. We gave him a bigger lead and just followed his tracks.
Awful rough climb, Jace. You sure we're following him? I don't see any tracks.
I'm following him all right, Sheriff. Didn't you just see that turned rock, moist on one side? A hoof did that.
Beats me how you spot him.
Hold it, Sheriff.
Oh.
It's a drop-off just ahead. I want to look.
See anything, Jace?
Shh. Hold it. He's just over the drop, about 20 feet.
Is he digging, Jace?
Better than that, Sheriff. He's found it already. Now, look, Sheriff. He's in a dead-end canyon. I'm going down after him. You cut along this ridge and close in from the base.
All right, Jace, but be careful. Come on, boy.
Crowder! Get your hands up.
You'll never take me, copper!
That's a warning, Crowder. Next one will be through your head. Now throw your gun away.
All right, don't shoot. You see my hands are up.
Keep them there.
Look, Ranger. There's $30,000 here. I'll make a deal with you. Take half the money. Just give me a chance.
Like the chance you gave Doc?
You're not going to get that money.
No, you don't. Give me that knife.
You all right, Jay?
Yeah, I'm all right, Sheriff.
You were taking an awful chance that way, Jay.
Yeah, I know it, Sheriff.
I had a bad minute there when I saw his knife glint in the sun. Thought you'd have to gun him for sure.
I didn't want it that way. I had to take Crowder alive, Sheriff. He's my Christmas present to the warden at Huntsville.
In just a moment, we will tell you the results of the case you have just heard. And now, here are the results of the case you have just heard.
On February 3rd, 1941, Al Nixon was removed from Huntsville Penitentiary to stand trial along with Lou Crowder for the premeditated murder of Dr. Hartley. Both men were found guilty. The sentence, death in the electric chair.
This is Joel McRae, folks. I just want to say I hope you'll all have a happy holiday season and many more to come. See you next week.
Next week, Joel McRae in another authentic reenactment of a case from the files of the Texas Rangers. The cast included Tony Barrett, Lillian Bayeb, Whitfield Connor, Lou Krugman, Michael Ann Barrett, and Parley Bear. Technical advisor was Captain M.T. Lone Wolf Gonzalez of the Texas Rangers. This story was transcribed and adapted by Anthony Barrett, and the program was produced and directed by Stacy Keach. Hal Gibney speaking.
Next, it's The Big Show. All this and Tallulah 2 on NBC.
All right, Tales of the Texas Rangers from December 23rd, 1951, The Christmas Payoff, starring Joel McCrea, true crime story, and it's heard on NBC with Stacy Keach Sr. as the producer-director on that episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Did you like it, Lisa?
I did, Carl.
Yeah. We're playing all Christmas shows all the way to Christmas
I'm
right here.
I'm enjoying the whole Christmas theme, too.
Yeah, and
We're
you know
miss
what?
It.
I think it's Christmas Day. They're going to run 24 hours worth of Christmas classic radio shows.
Just right up our alley.
Oh, man.
So if you love this show, you are going to love WGN on Christmas Day.
I think they're going to run all Christmas programming. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, let's take a quick break. Then it's more on the WGN Radio Theater.
Throughout this holiday season, remember and pray for the men and women in our military, their families, and our veterans. This salute courtesy of a concerned citizen, John Wadzita, serving the U.S. Postal Service for over 38 years. John Wadzita is on the air saluting our troops.
All right. Way to go, John. And I do like saluting our troops. And you know what, Lisa?
What?
Christmas is right around the corner.
I know. I can't believe it.
And we exchanged gifts.
We did
got
that
some
tonight.
gifts. Oh, man, Lisa.
Carl.
I like my gifts.
What did you get,
Mike gave me a gift card for dinner and a movie.
Right.
And I'm trying to think. I really want to see the new Clint Eastwood movie. That sounds.
Yeah. I wanted to see, okay. You know how
What?
I want to see Uncut Gems. Is that
What's
the type
that?
of it? That's the new Adam Sandler movie, and I'm not a big
Uncut Gems? Never heard of it.
I think that's what it's called. Now I'm having doubts, but I think that's what it's called. He's like it's like a crime thriller. He's a diamond wholesaler or something, and they say that I've never been an Adam Sandler fan, never.
Really, I like Adam Sandler.
But this is supposed to be the pinnacle of his career, and this is supposed to really show his acting chops like he's never shown before.
So it's not like a comedy; it's more of a drama.
It's like a crime mystery, I think. Now I'm going to look and make sure that's the title of it.
I'll tell you the best Adam Sandler movie of all time.
Well,
you ready?
Then you haven't seen this one yet.
Wait, ready for this? Don't mess with the Zohan.
Yeah?
Have you ever seen that?
No.
Oh, man. Don't mess with the Zohan. That is one of the best Adam Sandler movies of all time. Hilarious.
All right. Well, this is called Uncut Gems. I'm looking forward to it. So there you go. That's
so
the
it's
next
a
movie.
drama.
I think it's like a crime thriller.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
All
going to
right.
be great. It's going to be one of the big Christmas movies that's going to garner a lot of attention.
The new Clint Eastwood movie is coming out, or it's out.
Yeah.
Richard Jewell.
Yep.
I want to see that.
I just watched
That
the
looks
trailer
great.
for that
I mean,
today.
pretty much anything he does is so
I
good.
watched, you know what I watched last night on demand is that new Jennifer Lopez, not new, just the Jennifer Lopez movie that she was nominated for a Golden
Where she's
Globe.
a stripper?
Hustler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was it?
It's just okay.
Just all right?
Yeah. I like Jennifer
If Jennifer,
Lopez,
she
but-
listens to the show,
Well, she's a great singer and dancer and actor, but it wasn't my favorite movie.
She's
That's
a big
all.
fan of classic radio.
Well, I'm so glad to hear that.
She loves this show.
Well, I loved her movie.
She's actually a very good actress.
She's great at everything. And you know what? She's gorgeous. She was gorgeous in this movie.
She's a beautiful woman.
It's really hard to look away
There's
from her.
no doubt about that.
Yep.
Very, very pretty girl. But she's not going to go on the cruise with us.
Well, how do you know? Did you invite her?
I asked her. Her and
Did you?
A-Rod are busy that week.
Alex?
Yeah, her and A-Rod are busy that week.
Okay.
August 1st, 2020.
Right.
We're all going on a cruise,
Well, who
folks.
is we all? Is she coming or is she not coming?
No, she's not.
All right.
But we're going to be there, and a lot of our listeners are going.
Well,
we're going
I'm
to
going to be
Bermuda.
there. Yep.
So, folks, if you have, you're going to go on vacation anyway, so why not come with us to Bermuda?
Well, not everybody goes on vacation, but this is a really special vacation because it's all on the cruise. So you can spend as much time on the cruise with the entertainment and the food and the cocktail parties and the classic radio fun, or you can get out and explore Bermuda.